Good morning, 8th grade. We're going to be beginning our study of English grammar this year by reviewing prepositions, their objects, and the prepositional phrase. If you look at the front page of your packet of English materials, you will see the page that I have on my screen. Our goal for today is to identify the preposition, the object, and then to highlight, underline, or put parentheses around the prepositional phrase. As you're going to notice with today's assignment and most of the other assignments that you go through this year, if you were with us last year, this is going to be review. We've covered all of the topics. We'll certainly have different material than we used in the 7th grade, but the concepts, the skills that we go through are all going to be reviewed. So hopefully for most of you, it's going to be pretty smooth sailing. So let's get at this today. First of all, let's review the definition of a preposition. It's a word that connects a noun or a pronoun to another word inside of the sentence. The preposition can have more than one word, and we call those compound prepositions. If you look at the words that are on the middle of your page, you're going to notice that we have the one word and the more than one word compound prepositions. And when we combine the preposition, like at in the first example, with a noun or a pronoun that's at the end of the sentence, its object, when we combine all those things together with the word or the words that are in the middle, we call it a prepositional phrase. So once again, we have several objectives. Number one, let's find the preposition. Again, sometimes it can be one word, like at, or it can be more than one word, compound, like instead of. Number two, I want to find a noun or a pronoun that comes after the preposition. And then number three, I want to include any words that are in between the preposition and the object of the preposition to make up my prepositional phrase. So, in example number 3, we walked along the beach. My preposition is along. The object is beach, and the entire phrase is along the beach. The fourth example, they stood beside us. Beside is the preposition. You're going to notice that the object of the preposition in this sentence is a pronoun. Nonetheless, beside us is a prepositional phrase. To help us along today, again, let's be reviewing and using this list of commonly used prepositions and compounds to help us identify the prepositions that are in the sentence. Again, I'm going to disregard these directions that are here. We're going to follow along with the simple directions of underlining, highlighting, or use parentheses to put around the entire prepositional phrase. Again, those of you who were with us last year will remember that we did that to identify the prepositional phrases. One additional example, food contains nutrients that we need for good health. You will notice that the preposition is for, object health, the entire phrase for good health. In sentence number 1, there are 6 groups of nutrients. In this sentence, of is the preposition, nutrients is the object of the preposition. We could not live without carbohydrates. In sentence number 2, the preposition is without, and the object of the preposition is carbohydrates. You can pause this video and take a couple of minutes to go through sentences number 3 through 10. Underline, highlight, or put parentheses around the prepositional phrases that are found in those sentences. Take a couple of minutes to do that, and then we'll come back and we will go through those examples, and then I'll give you your assignment for tomorrow. Welcome back. Let's take a look at those sentences that you went through, sentences number 3 through 10. You can see on my screen that I've highlighted the prepositional phrases that are found in those sentences. a couple of reminders. Sentence number 8. You'll notice that in products is one prepositional phrase, and then like candy and soft drinks is the second prepositional phrase. Oftentimes we can have two, sometimes more than two, prepositional phrases that come at the end of a sentence. We also recognize that like is the preposition, candy is the object. Because and is in here, this is a conjunction, and soft drinks, it has two objects, candy and drinks. So two prepositional phrases in number 8, in products and like candy and soft drinks. You also might remember from last year that many times when I have words that are found at the beginning of a sentence set apart by a comma, it's going to be a phrase or a clause. In this particular sentence, along with bread is a prepositional phrase, and it is separated by a comma. To end the sentence, I have a second prepositional phrase with starch. And finally, in the last example that you went through, our bodies break down starch into glucose. Into glucose is the prepositional phrase. Your assignment for tomorrow is to go through the remaining sentences that are on the page, sentences 11 through 30. If you're having any problems going through these sentences, picking out what is the preposition, what is the object of the preposition, please don't hesitate to contact me. I can go through some sentences with you personally to help you better understand the identification of prepositions and prepositional phrases in sentences. Tomorrow we'll review these items, and we'll continue to talk about the use of prepositions and prepositional phrases in sentences.